Can you help me understand more clearly of what's going on?
I can't help you understand something I don't understand myself.
True, but the thing with talking things out with each other is that it will help both of us in the process.
This has nothing to do with you.
You're right, and that's not what I'm getting at. Of course this has nothing to do with me. But if you can help me understand you, maybe I can help you understand more of what you're going through. Does that sound good, Joe? Okay, good. Well, you can start when and wherever you feel comfortable. I'm here to listen.
Like I said, I don't know much. He was the silent guy.
And by he, you mean your brother? Your twin brother, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you said his name was... All right. You want to tell me more about him?
He found peace in being nowhere.
And what does being nowhere mean to you?
I don't know. Feeling like you're the only person in the world, I guess. And that there's no one around to tell you no.
That's interesting. Why do you say that?
Can we just get back to the bigger picture? My brother, he shot himself. Trying to picture how or where and how he did it. But all I can imagine is him putting the fucking gun to his throat and pulling the fucking trigger.
I know this is hard, Joe, and I'm not going to pretend like I understand what you're going through because I don't. But just take a moment and breathe.
All right, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. You want me to continue?
Sure.
When was the last time you saw your brother?
I can't remember. All I can think of is what his last moments must have been like before he died. It kills me that I don't know. So you know how when you overthink and you play this moment in your head that may or may not be true, and instead of leaning towards a possibility of it being false, you just automatically assume it's true?
I think I can relate to that, yes.
Well, that's what it's like for me. There are countless ways to kill yourself, yet I always imagine it being a bullet through the skull.
Why is that the way you imagine it?
It's the most efficient way. There's not hurt behind it, there's not a lingering pain. You just gotta make sure you do it the right way, otherwise there's no point. You either die, or you spend the rest of your life wishing you had.
Why do you describe it that way?
Because it's the way my brother would have known how to do the right thing. My brother always knew the best way to do things. So why wouldn't he kill himself in the best way?
Well, I don't think there's a best way to take your own life. All ways are quite sad, don't you think?
Not to the person doing it.
What do you mean by that?
When someone kills themselves with the intention of dying, they're not doing it because they're sad. They do it because they think everyone around them is sad for them and that they'd be better off gone. The moment someone kills themselves is a moment they feel free because they know it's the one thing that they can do that benefits everyone.
But it doesn't.
Doesn't what?
Benefit everyone.
I'm not saying I know how he felt. I'm just saying how I see it.
Well, that's a pretty harsh and depressing way to look at it, don't you think? Your brother loved so many people and was loved by so many people. Why would he take all that away?
Do the people around us truly love us?
Do you think the people around you don't love you? I'm telling you, Joe, there are so many people around you that love you dearly.
There were so many people around him that didn't show him the love he deserved.
Well, if you knew that, why didn't you make that known to him?
That seems like a pretty insensitive question.
Oh, that wasn't my intention at all. I'm just trying to understand why this is all coming out now rather than before.
Because I tried telling him. We were just similar in ways.
Yeah. You mentioned that people that take their own lives do it with the intention of killing themselves, and I don't mean to be insensitive, but doesn't that seem pretty obvious?
What do you mean?
Well, you described it in a way that suggests that some people end their lives without the intention of killing themselves.
Well, of course people go into it knowing that they're most likely going to die. but some just feel that it's a punishment for themselves rather than something that they actually want to do.
Do you think people want to kill themselves?
I mean, people joke about it.
Do you think people want to kill themselves, or is it something out of their control?
I don't like this question. Can we move on?
Of course.
Thanks.
What's on your mind, Joe?
He didn't know how many people loved him. And, I don't blame him. People would rather keep to themselves.
What makes you think he didn't know how many people loved him?
I don't know. Sounds like an impossible question.
Everything all right, Joe?
Yeah, just can't stop imagining it.
May I ask a question? You can always tell me when something's too much.
Sure.
Why don't you know about how it happened? I assume there was a funeral, and since it was a suicide, there had to be a cause of death from the autopsy.
I didn't go to the funeral.
Why's that?
I don't know. They just would have felt wrong.
Wrong? Why wrong? It would have been the last time you saw your brother before he was gone.
I remember what he looks like. I don't need the memory of what he would have ended up looking like.
Joe!
What?
Hey, everything's okay. We're just talking.
No, what the fuck was that? What is going on? What a lame fucking excuse. What the fuck is going on?
Joe, calm down. Just stay with me.
No, who are you? What the fuck is going on?
Don't you recognize me? You're a bug, don't you remember?
Yeah, Joe. Don't you remember? Why don't you just pull the fucking trigger? No, stay out of my fucking head!
Sweetie, come to me, baby.
Baby? What is this? Just do it. The only thing you can stand to lose is yourself.